The voice of cleared fame, Trump pardons reality TV couple after Fox News interview exposed. In a move that has stunned the entertainment world and reignited fierce debate over justice and celebrity privilege, former president and current leader of the free world, widely known for his controversial policies and political theatrics, has granted full clemency to a couple once at the forefront of reality television. Their release has sparked shock among fans and critics alike, drawing new attention to the thin line between fame, fortune, and the law. The couple in question, stars who rose to prominence with a widely watched show that chronicled their lavish lifestyle, family drama, and over-the-top personalities, have been convicted under serious federal charges. Prosecutors alleged they conspired to defraud banks by submitting false statements in order to secure huge loans they later spent on luxury items, real estate, travel, and designer indulgences. In addition to bank fraud, the couple was convicted of evading tax obligations over several years, hiding income, and failing to report financial realities consistent with their flamboyant lifestyle. Their lifestyles shimmered on screen with mansions, expensive cars, designer wardrobes, and an air of glamour, an image that helped fuel their fame. Off-screen, those same trappings became grounds for federal scrutiny. Their trials ended with verdicts that held them responsible for systematically defrauding multiple financial institutions and thus deserving of lengthy prison sentences under federal law. At sentencing, a judge, unwilling to ignore what was described as greed, flamboyance, and a blatant disregard for financial honesty, imposed harsh prison terms and ordered restitution. Many legal observers argued the severity of the punishment reflected the scale of the alleged fraud. The conviction and sentencing dealt a harsh blow to their career. Their hit series was canceled, spin-offs shelved, and public opinion turned sharply. Former fans who had enjoyed the family's drama and extravagance now recoiled at what they saw as deception and illegal behavior. Behind the scenes, though, their children mounted a public campaign for clemency. The couple's daughter became a vocal advocate. She used her platform in political events, interviews, and media appearances to argue her parents had been unfairly targeted by a justice system she described as flawed and biased against high-profile individuals. Her commentary suggested prosecutors had been motivated less by facts and more by a desire to punish celebrity excess, claiming that famous defendants are often treated more harshly simply because their case attracts publicity. She portrayed their family not as criminals, but as a reality show family punished for the image they displayed on television. Reports emerged that a prominent advisor to the president, someone previously granted clemency himself, had reviewed the family's case and recommended pardon on the grounds they had been victims of what she and her allies called a weaponized justice system. The recommendation added fuel to the campaign advocating for their release. Supporters claimed the prior legal process had been tainted by political motivations and excessive zeal. Meanwhile, critics, from legal analysts to former prosecutors, warned that pardoning convicted white-collar criminals purely because of public pressure sets a dangerous precedent, undermining public trust in the rule of law. Then came the phone call that shocked many. The former president himself reached out to inform the family that his clemency decision was final. The moment was captured in a short video clip shared by administration aides. In the clip, the president is heard assuring the couple's daughter that her parents were going to be free and clean, promising that he would sign their pardon as soon as possible. The call, intimate and personal, played like a dramatic scene from reality television itself, almost as theatrical as the scripted moments that had made the couple famous. For fans who had watched them live, big family dinners, extravagant vacations, and dramatic arguments under bright studio lights, that moment blurred the boundary between real life and performance. Within hours of the announcement, the couple was released from federal custody. Their freedom, once unthinkable, was suddenly real. In a follow-up interview, the husband spoke emotionally about those first moments of release, describing gratitude and disbelief. He said that standing outside prison walls again felt surreal, that he had not realized how precious freedom was until it was taken away. He expressed deep thankfulness to the president for restoring what he called their family dignity and promised to use their second chance wisely. But the pardon unleashed a storm of criticism. Legal experts and justice reform advocates condemned the decision. They argued that pardons should be reserved for genuine cases of injustice, not for high-profile persons convicted of serious crimes. They warned that the move could erode public trust in the fairness of the justice system and encourage future defendants to believe that wealth or fame may offer a backdoor escape from accountability. Some former prosecutors described the pardon as a slap in the face to honest citizens who serve prison time for far lesser offenses. In many online circles, the release was greeted with outrage and cynicism. Some social media commentators accused the couple of gaming the system, using celebrity status to pressure political authorities to erase documented wrongdoing, while others framed the pardon as a symbol of how celebrity and power can distort justice. Voices rose arguing that every defendant deserves equal treatment under the law, regardless of fame or family connections. Concern grew that this pardon could embolden others convicted of white-collar crimes to hope for mercy rather than accountability. At the same time, there were supporters, including some fans who said they still believed the couple had been unfairly persecuted. They claimed that the original trial had media bias, that the couple's flashy lifestyle had prejudiced jurors, and that their public image had made them unfair targets. Some pointed out possible inconsistencies in sentencing relative to other white-collar criminals. They argued that the pardon represented a second chance, a chance for rehabilitation and a return to family and public life. The pardon also reopened questions about the role of reality television in modern celebrity culture, about how much of what viewers see is authentic and how much is carefully curated for entertainment. For many fans, the couple's home, their relationships, their wealth, all became suspect markings of a lifestyle built not on success, but on deception and loans. For others, the couple had simply been living the American dream, albeit in an unapologetically flashy way. The legal outcome and pardon forced many to reevaluate their views. As the couple begins their life after prison, there is talk of a comeback. A network has reportedly expressed interest in producing a new series to document their return, their freedom life after jail, and their efforts to rebuild financially and personally. For some, this proposed return to television is proof of redemption, a chance to show growth, humility, and a different side of fame. For others, it is a cynical attempt to reclaim celebrity status and profit off public attention once again. In interviews, the couple has struck a tone of humility, but also defiance. They do not deny their conviction history, but say they do not want their past to define them forever. They talk about lessons learned, the value of family, and the hope for second chances. The husband has described the pardon as a gift, not just to them, but to their children, family, and fans who stood by them. The wife said prison had forced her to reflect deeply on her life, her values, and what kind of example she wanted to set going forward. They expressed gratitude for supporters and promised to focus on living openly and honestly from now on. Yet across the public sphere, uncertainty lingers. Some wonder whether justice has truly been served. Others fear that pardoning public figures convicted of serious crimes undermines the deterrent effect of law enforcement. And many ask a broader question. In a society where fame can grant privilege, does spotlight come with immunity? For fans of reality television, the pardon has highlighted the fragile boundary between entertainment and real life, the illusion of wealth scripted for television, and the reality of financial risk and legal consequences. It has exposed how quickly fame can rise and fall under scrutiny. It has revealed that beyond the lights, cameras, and dramatized moments lies real lives with real consequences. As the former president wields his clemency power, once again it remains to be seen how this pardon will reshape public perception of crime justice and celebrity privilege. Will the couple's return mark a triumphant comeback or a cautionary note about the dangers of conflating celebrity with innocence? Will their comeback series be embraced as a redemption story or scorned as a cynical attempt to profit from scandal? What is clear is that their pardon has become one of the most talked about recent events in the entertainment world, a moment that forces viewers to ask uncomfortable questions about fame, justice, accountability, and forgiveness. For reality TV fans, this may well be the biggest twist yet, a dramatic plotline not written by producers, not scripted by networks, but by real life, the courts, and a powerful executive decision. Only time will reveal whether this pardon will be remembered as a second chance or a mockery of justice. For now, all eyes remain on the couple formerly known for their lavish lifestyle, cameras flashing, and drama on demand. Now they stand free, but watched more closely than ever.